Hello loves and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Esther, and in today's video I'm going to make this top right on the screen. So I did ask on YouTube and also on my Instagram comparing these two tops, and you guys chose this particular one, so that is what I'm going to do for you guys today. So just to let you guys be aware, I might be splitting this video in two, part one and part two. Part one will be the construction of the pattern or the drafting of the patterns, because I noticed that sometimes I really want to show things, but I don't also want the video to be extra long. It gets really boring, so it's better to draft the patterns in different videos. And I also asked that on YouTube and you guys wanted that, so that is what I'll be doing, and I might be doing depending on how long the video is. And then part two will be the construction of the garment, so just letting you guys be aware. So yeah, and I have a similar top. I made it in a satin fabric, just that the strap over here is a bit shorter. If you look at the picture really well, you see that it really has a long strap, so it really has long straps. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. To begin, I would transfer the shoulder dart and the waist dart to this corner here. So if you want, you can transfer the shoulder dart to the armhole, below the armhole, if you want a dart here as well. But I would be transferring both the shoulder dart and the waist dart to this corner. So watch me carefully what I'm going to do, and do the same if you want to transfer both darts here. But if you want to transfer this, you just make a line here and then close this dart and open the, or cut through the line here, and it will open up, or the dart here would be transferred here. But since that is not what I'm going to do, I would be doing what I want to do for you to see. So now both that has been transferred here, and what I'm going to do now is to shape the neck. I was actually supposed to do that before doing this, but it's still possible. So what I'm going to do now is, from the starting of the neckline around the shoulder, I'm going to just draw a straight line to the corner, just like this. And then I will cut this side away because it's not needed. So now this will be the neckline for the top, but I'm going to contour this side a little bit, because if you cut it, it's going to be on the bias and it will stretch a little bit. So I'm going to take in about half of an inch. So I'll draw a straight line. It doesn't really matter where it's going, but there should be a straight line. And then I will take quarter of an inch on both sides. And then close it like that. So this will remove any gaping from the neckline of the top. So now it's time to remove something from the armhole to create enough ease for you to move your hands. So what I'm going to do is to go in from here 1.5 inch, and then down 1 inch. So what I'm going to do next is to put an extra paper here and then extend this. I will demonstrate it for you to see so you get exactly what I mean. I will place a paper here like this, just to make sure it's long enough. And then from there, I would make a straight line from below and then make another line from, I need more tape, so draw another line. So I need to put an extra paper here, as you can see. So I will cut this one from here. And then place it here to make space for the extra length remaining. So I will continue with this line here. And then continue with this here. So you see that they'll end up meeting. I would still need some extra. So you need a longer paper for this. You can see that I need a little bit more. So I would still cut it from here. And then put it back here. And then I'll go on extending the line until there is a meeting point. So here is the meeting point. Then I would cut the extra away. So this is the front pattern, and if you can see with the original top, you see that the strap is very long. So also what you can do is to extend this line as long as you want, and then also make this a little bit bigger or longer as long as you want. So you can decide to do that or not. It's up to you, because you can still tear this up and you would get that long thing, but just that this is a bit pointed and that looks like a rectangle, so that is the difference. So you can choose to have this one or that one. I don't know if I'll change my mind later, but basically this is how the pattern looks. It's only the tie thing. You can also cut it here and then cut a long strip of fabric and then attach it so you can tie it around your waist. So now I would move on to the back of the top. Oh, and also if you want your top to be a bit longer, you can increase the length by adding half or 1 inch, however long you want it, before doing all the modification and everything. So yeah, I will move on to the back pattern. So with the back pattern, what I'm going to do is to close this shoulder dart. You can just leave it like that if you want, but I don't want to be stitching a lot of that, so I would close this shoulder dart and leave the waist dart. So that is, I think, the main thing. So I would make a long line from here and then open this dart up. So what I'm going to do is to slash through one of the, or I will slash through the middle of this, the waist dart, slash through one of the dart legs over here, and then put this on top of this, like this. So you notice that the dart has been transferred here. So what I'm going to do now is to scoop in the armhole a little bit. So like we did for the front, 1.5 from the shoulder and 1 inch downwards, and then connect it like this. And cut it out. So you can choose to put a paper beneath this so that it doesn't move around. So if you have an extra paper, you can just put it beneath here. And then put your tape there to hold it in place. So this is how the back pattern should look like. This time there is no zip extension because it will be cut on fold, and the opening is at the front of the top. So I'll cut away this extra paper. And this is how the back pattern looks, and also this is the front pattern. So you can see that the shoulder is matching like that. and I'm still contemplating if I should cut this away and then make a strip of fabric and put it there. I'm still thinking about that. If I do any changes before cutting out the pattern, I'll let you know. But if you still want to maintain this, you can just cut everything like that. And also, if you want to line this, you can cut out 2 of this and 4 of this, so you use the same pattern to line it. Also, if you want to face it, you can just cut a piece of fabric like that to face this part of the top. But I will be using maybe a bias tape, or I'll just fold it in and stitch it. So whatever I would do, I would let you guys know. So yeah, these are all the patterns I would need for the top. I forgot to show you, this is the sleeve pattern I'll be using. This made it for one of my projects, so I think the tutorial will be in one of my videos, but this is just the basic sleeve that has been extended a little bit, so there would be some gathers or ruching here and here as well. So if you don't know how to draft a puff sleeve, I believe there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube which you can watch. So yeah, this is the sleeve pattern I'll be using. So I would probably extend it a little bit to make it a bit longer. So yeah,